Welcome back, everyone. It's been 10 long years since our last episode of Carol Worldwide, your formerly weekly satire, current events, local podcast. I'm Dennis.
I'm Randy.
I'm Sherri.
We finally feel like we can laugh again.
Can we? I hope.
Can we? I'm not sure.
I don't know. This may age really poorly, but we're going to try to do an episode, right?
Oh, we got an episode.
Oh, we've got a real episode, and let's go back in time to a simpler time when we were all quarantined, and we had a brouhaha, a kerfuffle about the Westminster Family Center.
Quite a kerfuffle it was.
A debacle is what you labeled it as.
Quite a debacle.
So, what did the mayor do wrong this time?
I think this exact same storyline was on the show Parks and Rec. A long time ago. I mean, I'm not even kidding. It's amazing how this stuff unfolds. So it started out as the beginning of May, and all of this is on Facebook, Zoom, or on the web. All of their meetings were on Zoom, and they're all recorded. You can see them anytime. They're also on cable access.
They being Westminster City Council.
The council and the mayor, yes.
Yes. As hand of the mayor, you watched none of them, but you support them.
I was riveted to this one because this was fascinating to see this unfold.
Whoa, okay.
Do you guys know about this? Because if you don't, you're in for a treat.
Buckle up.
I have not paid attention to any sort of news.
Okay, so
what's going on out there in the world, guys? Fill me in.
Right across from Carol Worldwide Towers is the old Armory, which also has the Family Center. It's a gym. It's got weights. It's got some cardio. It's a decent place. I used to be a member there. They have an upstairs room where they have a lot of classes. They have spin classes, and they have childcare. Okay. It's also a government-run facility that competes with local business. A lot of people don't like that. Okay. Now, the mayor, during a meeting, the mayor brought up a proposal because they were going over budgets and stuff, and the mayor brought up that the Family Center has a yearly loss of between $250,000 and $300,000 every year, and it's getting closer and closer to $300,000. That's a loss that the taxpayers are paying.
The taxpayers are subsidizing people's gym.
Yes, the taxpayers are subsidizing a gym that is competing with local business like the gym at the mall, like Thrive Group Wellness, like Danny K, all of those, because they all have group fitness. They all have. They don't all have, but some of them have child care. I mean, there are choices, right?
Child care.
I
like the emphasis on that.
I don't care. Anyway, the mayor just brought up a proposal. Now, you know the mayor cannot make decisions unilaterally.
Oh, he can't, can he?
No. And
he declared a state of emergency. Did he still have his emergency powers?
This is important for the rest of the story.
Okay.
So when the mayor and the council are meeting, the mayor can't say, hey, guys, we're going to do this. We're going to allocate these funds here, and that's the end of it. He can't. The council decides that, and the mayor approves it. So
it's like Congress and the president.
Yeah. Checks and balances.
Okay.
So the mayor simply proposed to the council that they should close the Family Center because of this loss, because it's probably the gym business is probably not something the government should be in. That was very, very secondary, possibly tertiary. The loss of money, of the taxpayers' money, was the biggest issue, and how over 60% of the members were from out of the city anyway.
Ooh.
So were they exempt then from, because most gyms were closed?
Oh, they closed before the other gyms decided to close, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, so they were closed too.
They were closed, and the proposal was so reasonable and economically sound that the rest of the council just said, yeah, they immediately and unanimously agreed with the proposal. Okay, I'm not anti-Family Center.
You're just for just the facts, nothing but the facts.
Just the facts, right?
So are you anti-family though?
Yeah, very. Yes, we should all be living our own, every man for himself.
Yeah. Okay.
Ask my kids. So they all decided, well, yeah, we'll close it up, and we will allocate those funds to other employees of the city. All right, see you guys later. And then they closed the meeting. Well, there was a big groundswell of people who were members, who were employees, who were friends of members who decided, no, you're not going to close the Family Center. We don't want it to close. And they came up with a really good grassroots campaign. I have to give them credit for that. They came up with petitions, writing letters to the mayor and to the council. To keep the Family Center open. Now, I didn't understand why it was such a big deal, because there are lots of choices for gyms, for taking group classes and all that other stuff. A lot of people signed this petition, and a lot of activity over it. I mean, you would have thought it was, something huge was going on in town.
Well, something was huge.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Now, in this group of people,
Okay,
now we're getting to the good part.
okay, because I was saying there's a lot of setup. I need the payoff.
In this group of people, there
Sherri
was
is so stone-faced right now. You got a lot to win over. She's just like, please, where's the juice?
Do I?
Yeah.
Is this too much of a pregnant pause? Like, do you really want a payload here?
No, I'm riveted by your story. I can't wait to hear the punchline.
A couple of women, and I know they are female, 2 or 3,
Oh, careful.
threatened
Careful.
the mayor, sent him threatening emails to expose where he lives. One of them even said that they were going to contact all of her friends and business associates to boycott the mayor's business. They made fun of the mayor and a couple of council members online, said some very derogatory things about them, and threatened them to the point that you can see this on the next meeting. They all said, we don't appreciate being threatened, the threatening emails. You people who threatened the mayor and the council are trash. You are absolute garbage. You cannot cancel other local businesses because you want to compete with local businesses for something that is none of your business. So let me just make that clear. If that was too harsh, I do not apologize. You are garbage, and please do not ever think that you were anything more than that.
Oh my goodness. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That happened.
So is the thing closed?
When you say
No.
threatened the mayor, did they like threaten his life
He
or just
didn't-
his livelihood or
Yeah, his livelihood. They threatened to
Okay.
one particular one. I don't know who it is, and I hope I don't find out because the mayor and the council may be more classier than you, but I am not.
More
I think you're
classier-
garbage.
More classier than. Oh, you're not
Yeah.
directing at me and Sherri. Classier than the threateners.
The idiots that threatened the mayor and the council over the closing of a government-run gym. So
that seems a little bit extreme. I mean,
it's very extreme and very stupid.
why would you do that? Like, do you need your endorphin
here's
rush
the-
that
There is a
badly?
theory.
I have a theory too.
Oh, okay. What's the theory?
What's your theory?
My theory is less grounded in reality, more grounded in like socio trends.
That's probably realistic.
Okay,
but
here's my theory. You got a lot of pent up Karenism. These Karens are stuck at home and they can't Karen their family that hard because the Karening doesn't work if you have like a relationship with them. So this was the Karens, like this was the last ride of the Karens.
you're kind of on the right track.
They mounted up, they rolled out their
It's a vanguard of Karen.
yeah, they they came out on their exercise bikes and they charged into Valhalla.
That is awesome. That's very close to
Great image.
the core group of people
That
that I'm
hair is
talking
deadly
about.
in combat. too.
Yes, it would be.
Core group of people
Take
I'm
your
thinking
eye out.
of have come to the conclusion that they are angry that free childcare is getting taken away.
Okay.
Free 20. Well, don't you?
It's the
don't
only
you,
thing that makes
Don't you
sense.
have to pay to be at the gym?
You do have to pay to be there, but it's very, very inexpensive to be at the family center. But here's what happened. So after that, they had another meeting. The following
Was there any
meeting-
response from the garbage people at being called garbage at all?
Well, I just called them garbage
There's
just
been-
now.
He just threw down the gauntlet.
Oh, the city council didn't call them garbage?
No, the city council handled it with grace and aplomb.
Oh, I
Dignity
see.
and poise, but Randy
Yes.
is not feeling
But Randy
obliged.
is not a member of the city council, so he can call them
Exactly.
garbage
Now,
if he wants
the
to.
council at the next meeting did say we don't appreciate threats.
Okay.
It's not worth all this. They handled it with some esteem,
Okay.
I would say.
But you're the hand.
Yeah, I can say whatever the hell I want.
Okay.
Anyway,
Randy, you've been really saving up for this.
this is like,
He's in a rant.
I didn't take a nap after this. So anyway, the next meeting was very fascinating because one of the council members, they addressed it and they decided what they were going to do. One of the council members pulled what I call a very strong power move. It's an old trick with negotiation and power and influence and persuasion and everything. This council member said casually, look, we can do one of three things and we can decide on it today. One, we can close it. Two, we can open it back up, keep it open, and we just have the taxpayer subsidize that loss. Or three, we do not subsidize the loss, or we put all of the burden and responsibility on Parks and Rec Department for them to figure out how they can make up for that loss. And they said they can raise the membership costs and so forth. And that's what they're going to do. And the reason I call it a power move is because, first of all, he gave everybody the illusion that there was a choice of only three things. There could have been 10 different options. and the people felt like they had a fighting chance now.
Framing the argument.
Framing the argument. Yes, thank you very much. So now they've obviously chosen number 3, which you always choose choice number 3 in this case. And it's up to Parks and Recreation to figure out how they can make up for this gap in money.
It's called increasing membership.
It's called increasing membership, but they've also got to keep in mind attrition, which means how many people are going to say, no, I'm not going to pay anymore. They're going to go to Planet Fitness or somewhere else where it's cheaper. So how many people are they going to lose by raising the rate? At this point, I'm kind of losing interest because now it's just a business thing. And
well, I mean, what they've done is they, between people dropping because of COVID and this, decided that, they can just punt because it's going to be a worse loss next year, I think. Right.
And the mayor also decided that they wanted a year. Their whole thing was just give us 1 year and to get it back on track. Well, and the mayor said to the people who threatened him, I guess, who was in that group, he said, listen, because of COVID, you're going to need more time. Let's give you 2 years.
What a guy.
Right. How can you threaten somebody like that? Why would you threaten man, it makes me mad because, Sherri, if somebody threatened your business, wouldn't you take that as if they were threatening one of your kids?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely, without a question. That's an extension.
Garbage.
But that's why we're not. That's why we're not politicians.
That's an extension of me personally.
Yes, you don't do that.
No, you don't do that.
Don't ever do it again.
That's a garbage person.
Yeah.
I will agree with that. Well, there are a lot of garbage people.
There
in this
are,
town.
but that's so, and it doesn't even make sense.
I don't think our garbage people percentage is higher than anywhere else.
I mean, probably not, but
we just know more about our own stuff.
Yeah. So that's that.
Okay, so
interesting,
a hilarious romp into government. Thanks, Randy.
Sure.
Is my audio weird?
Yeah. Are you talking into the logo?
I was. How is it now? Is that better?
That's worse.
Better. Just the tip there, Dennis.
Well, that's worse.
Where's the logo?
The logo's around the back side of this sucker. And there's is this better?
That's the way.
Okay, we can.
That's
do that.
where you need to be.
All right, work it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're done. We're done like 20% of our list. So this is going to be a 2-hour podcast. I hope my wife doesn't miss me at all.
Did I ramble too much?
No,
I think it was an involved deal.
That needed to be said, Randy.
Yeah.
Guy selling heroin, always a fun time.
A breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
We're finally back to normal.
Business as usual.
I mean, is that it? That's the story?
That's the story. A guy was caught with heroin with intent to distribute in Westminster.
I'm glad that all the entrepreneurs are back.
Yeah, right.
I'm really relieved. This is a good sign.
It is. It's a sign of hope. That's a ray of sunshine.
It is. It's
not a statue being torn down.
No.
It's not it's not anybody yelling about masks or slapping a Walmart employee. It's great.
But now you're seeing signs of COVID restaurant snitching. What's that?
Yeah, what is up with that?
This is another piece of gossip. During the
Hot
lockdown, during the lockdown when there was only carryout, apparently, and I don't know, I figured you might know about this, Sherri.
I don't know anything about
Sherri's
this.
busy running Sherri's business.
So
she doesn't care about other people's
I'm not going to
business.
mention any names,
Other people's
but
businesses.
you would have like one restaurant that would, maybe some bikers came up to it and said, look, can we just eat in your parking lot? And they said, okay, fine, go ahead. And then they may have gone to another restaurant that said, can we eat in your parking lot? And they said no. And they said, well, restaurant A let us. And all of a sudden,
why wouldn't you be allowed to eat in a parking lot?
Because you can't eat. There was no outside seating at all
on
in these
your
things.
bike.
Yeah.
I mean,
Island Green. You couldn't even eat in your car anymore.
Is that because they got in trouble?
Yeah. Yes.
You said a name.
People got. Well, I would get because they deserve credit. I mean, it's stupid that they had a food truck.
I don't think they did anything wrong. I'm just saying.
So the health department kept getting calls from these local restaurants that were
snitches
by other local restaurants.
That
yes.
doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that to somebody else?
That's what happened.
See, this is why you
jealousy, I guess.
You don't get involved in idle gossip either, you know?
Well, it's not gossip. It's like if you're a restaurant, I'm a restaurant, I think you're getting business.
She is a restaurant.
You're breaking the rules. I might snitch on you if I was trash
if you're
person.
A dick.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of dicks out there. This COVID is one of the symptoms you become a dick.
I think it might be. You know, before the governor said that people could eat outdoors, I didn't allow anybody. I didn't specifically say to anybody, you can eat on the patio. But if I walked out there and somebody was sitting in the patio by themselves, what was I going to do? Like, tell them to get the F out? I mean, it's like March and it's freezing anyway. You're already miserable enough.
Right before they allowed outdoor seating, it got crazy because there were places that were saying you have to take your food and leave the premises. You cannot sit in your car and eat it. You can't stand here on the parking lot and eat it. You must leave the premises.
Yeah, I wasn't telling anybody they couldn't eat in their car. I mean,
Right.
I don't think I had that issue.
Right.
I really didn't pay that much attention to it.
But it was the darkest before the dawn because, like, I think that next weekend we were allowed to eat outside.
You're wildly optimistic that we're at the dawn.
Yeah, that you were wildly optimistic.
Oh, we're not going to shut down again, I don't think. I will say right now, we are not going to shut down again. If there's another wave or it continues, we're not going to get shut down again.
I really hope that you're right, Randy, but I'm telling you that things aren't rebounding for people in the hospitality industry.
How is it for you?
I mean, it's okay.
As a barometer, how is it for you?
It's okay. It's not fantastic. I still am basically the only employee there. I'm doing it all on my own. I've had to shorten my hours because it's not worth being open, 12 hours a day like I was before.
You have outdoor seating.
I do have beautiful outdoor seating, and you can have people inside now. But I was telling Dennis on the way here, I don't have people taking advantage of that to the degree that you would think. People are still, I think, very concerned about sitting inside of a restaurant anywhere near. The most people I've had in the restaurant at one time sitting indoors is 5, and I have seating for 30. So I'm not even at half capacity now. I mean, I hope it's getting a little bit further towards dawn, but I'm thinking it's more like 3 a.m.
I was thinking dawn as far as it has gone up in as far as you couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Now at least you can sit outside.
Yeah.
Some people can go inside. It got really bad there for a minute.
It did. It did. But people are still really reluctant, I think.
And a lot of these local restaurants, and I'm talking down Southern Carroll County up to Northern Carroll County that I heard of, because I know some people in the restaurant industry. I'm not going to say any names.
You know people?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. Is one Sherri? She's right there.
No, one is. I didn't hear anything from Sherri during this whole thing regarding that.
Oh.
It's a couple other restaurants that we can talk about offline, but they were all snitching on each other.
Oh, okay.
Or we think there was like one or two that were the main snitches. That's the main theory.
Well, I bet you I can tell you exactly who they were.
Well, let's talk about that after, because I think I know who it is also.
Okay.
Well, this isn't the only Corona scam going on. Some people are printing out fake mask exemption cards.
The Karens are the ones crying about the masks.
You know what I love so much is the people who come into the cafe now without masks on. And when I say to them, hey, you really need to have a mask on to come in here. And they roll their eyes at me. I didn't make this rule up.
Rule?
I did not infect anyone with COVID-19. This is not something I put in place. If you want to go into a grocery store, they stop you.
Absolutely.
Why are you rolling your eyes at me when I ask you to put a mask on?
Freedom.
Karen.
Freedom. I think it's pretty low to make fake cards saying you don't have to wear a mask.
That's just
it's a sense of entitlement.
I can't wait until somebody tries to pull that on me.
So now you know.
I'll just be like, you know what?
Shred the card. Be like, this is a fake.
People need to really have fun with this. You need to make this fun instead of seeing it as such a burden. Go full Darth Vader mask.
Yeah. Jason.
Yeah.
Predator.
Jason Predator. Yes.
Yeah. You can do it all.
Yep.
Be pretty cool.
You can't buy alcohol, I don't think, but you can do everything else.
What?
If you're wearing full Darth Vader mask, nobody can tell how old you are. You
got an ID. Be like,
what if the ID shows Darth Vader on?
I mean, look, I need this body armor to live. I got knocked into the lava of Mustafar. How am I supposed to live now?
As one does.
I just got the Force and some body armor.
I just want to get carded. That's all.
I mean, Randy, you can hope and you can dream, but
you don't get carded anymore, Randy?
No, I don't, Sherri.
Really?
No. Do I look 21 to you?
Oh, 31.
Not a day over 22.
Boy.
And then
I get carded a lot.
Do you guys think that this whole thing started because I ate a vegetable in January?
I think that might be.
And everything went downhill after that.
I mean, there was a layoff.
I think there's a direct link between the COVID and
me gagging that spinach up.
Yep. That might have been ground zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. And then in continuing the restaurant news, The last restaurant in the mall is done.
So sad. The last sit-down place, the pizza place.
Which was, I think, it's a chain. It's a franchise, but it's been owned by the same couple the whole time.
And they're always there.
They have been there.
They have been
since the
tirelessly.
beginning, right?
Yeah,
Since-
they are the last original business in the mall. They were, past tense, and now they are closed.
I think they were there in our 80s mall flashback.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well, it's the
sad.
only thing. I mean, I can remember. Walked in there. I remember when a Taco Bell was there. I remember all the different options, but
And that guy was always
Remember
there.
when there were stores in the mall?
oh boy. Well,
Now we got the barber and the gym. That's all we need.
I
And
mean,
the
what more
movie
do you
did-
need, really?
I need nothing else.
movie theater too. So that's a sad thing. I think I saw something online that they're going to do a celebration for them at the duck pond in a few days,
I saw that too.
That's cool.
like a farewell.
Don't feed the ducks pizza, though.
And the funny,
I don't think they're not going to be making pizza. They're
the
closed.
funny part to me was that they asked everybody to bring food. I was like, why wouldn't they be making some food as their last hurrah?
Well, I don't know. The last thing, this is my thing to describe, is, did we ever mention on the podcast before there was a movie coming out? I forget.
Yeah, we have.
There's a Union Bridge movie. It's out. It has 4.5 stars on IMDb. It is based.
Where can
4.5 stars out of.
where can we
10.
see it?
Okay.
I think it's on Amazon Prime for
Oh.
$3.99.
It's going to go directly to stream.
Was it in theaters?
I don't think so, but it's a local thing. So if you want to watch it, go watch it.
Is it a local
Yes, it's a native.
director?
I think it's a native that made it based on his own hometown.
Is the native also the screenwriter?
I don't remember, but I would say I'm guessing
fascinated.
this kind of passion project. Yes, right. That seems how this kind of stuff goes.
Who's passionate about Union Bridge?
Well, there's someone who made a movie about it.
Lehigh Cement.
Yeah.
There you
They
go.
are passionate.
Have you
about
ever been to the
Union
top of the tower at Lehigh?
No, I'm
Randy?
afraid of heights.
Bridge. Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
What if?
What if I got a massage at the top
On
of
the
the tower?
top of the tower.
On a bed of
Eating a
lettuce.
salad, yeah. I knew where you were going with that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Oh, that would be fun.
So that's all. That's all we have for our regularly scheduled program, except our
Wait,
top 10 list.
Can we give a shout out real quick to the Tontitown Police Department? This is the only police department that is not going to get defunded because they are hilarious. Do you follow their page?
No. Why?
They post
what do
something funny every day, like about they have a great sense of humor about donuts or whatever.
They had to rebrand
They
earlier.
they needed a major rebranding after.
They did it. This is the police department that every police department should be.
Do you mean they should have their chief stealing automatic
not that
weapons?
guy.
Do they have a new chief now?
I don't know, but you got to follow their page.
I think the lieutenant got promoted or something.
So give us some examples.
Well,
Randy.
they started with that press release about how they are requesting that you wear pants when you go. But that's the kind of stuff they're doing all the time.
Just fun times.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Well, I guess they got tired of everyone making fun of them, and they just joined in, right? I mean, isn't that what your mom
Yes.
always said?
Yeah, they did a good job.
I mean, let's not bring
They're my favorite
Randy's mom into this, but
They're my favorite police department.
okay. How many times have you been arrested by them?
Fantastic.
I'm trying, but I don't know,
Yeah, okay.
I mean, what do you have to do to get arrested in Tontitown?
I don't know.
Not wearing pants just gets you an internet warning.
Yeah.
So.
Get a stern warning.
All right. I don't even know what our top 10 list is, but I know we got one.
We do have a top 10 list.
Yeah, Sherri, all this bad stuff is happening. What's next in 2020?
Well, see, that's the thing. My top 10 list this week is the top 10 things that 2020 still has in store for us. So,
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah, here we go. Number 10, mankind will gather in places to enjoy food and drink and socialization with other humans.
That's a bad thing?
I believe
No,
we'll
he just says it. She just says it will happen.
These
okay.
are the things that 2020 still has in store for us. It's not a bad thing. Number 9, the library transforms into a place of knowledge and learning thanks to all the thoughtful protesting taking place.
That would go right along with what's going on now.
It is.
Have they pulled down that lion statue yet?
In what way is the lion controversial?
Dude, in what way is Stevie Ray Vaughan controversial?
Oh, I don't
They
know.
defaced that statue
Well, that's just
because he was in the
terrible.
Confederate Army, apparently.
Stevie Ray Vaughan was?
Yeah,
Oh.
as was Jesus Christ.
I didn't realize he was that old.
They tore that statue down. Any word on the Ray Lewis statue at Raven Stadium? Is that one all right?
I'm sure that's fine. Number 8, grass clippings will become the next currency. So make sure you pick up your grass clippings.
Let's invest.
Number 7, Dennis will finally publish his novel, Robert Todd Lincoln Park.
It's been growing.
Well, I know you've had a lot of time over the quarantine to really polish it. So I'm sure it's going to be fantastic.
A 3 transitioning to 4-year-old really gives you the quiet moments.
Chapter 1, shut up when I talketh to you.
I miss Isabel so much. Number 6, Sherri will finally wear that loud Hawaiian print sundress. It's going to happen, people.
Could we do a sundress versus massage bet?
Number 5.
Massage will win.
Number 5, Randy will eat a salad without vomiting while having a full body massage.
A Topley High cement.
That will end the COVID and all the racism and everything.
That may end everything.
Yeah.
Number 4, face masks will be featured in the upcoming fall lines of all major fashion designers.
I hope that does happen. I hope they become fashion accessories. Why not?
We're entering real Blade Runner territory, right?
Good.
Because we're gonna, like I was saying, we're gonna have like viral load maps where like you have like weather and viral forecasts, do the contact tracing. You're gonna have like a mask, like an umbrella that you wear, accessorized and everything. Mm-hmm. That's where this was going.
Number 3, Charmin will introduce their mega super roll.
Might as well.
Number 2, murder hornets will become serial killer hornets.
And there'll be podcasts about them that all the Karens will listen to.
The number 1 thing that 2020 still has in store for us, NWA will release Defund the Police.
Doesn't have the same ring, does it?
But it does not have the same oomph.
No. But those guys are a little more chill now.
Really? When Ice Cube is doing family movies.
Okay. So we're back in the saddle.
Yep.
We're going to try to do it next week.
We're going to try.
We're back to being a weekly podcast.
Yay.
Fingers
in
crossed,
person.
knocked on wood. Okay.
Not going for Micah.
Don't leave Micah in this, okay? I'm Dennis Twig.
I'm Randy Goldstein.
I'm Sherri Hosfeld Joseph.
See ya.